reminds me of someone. Oh yeah, it reminds me of Figure Eight.
It is all over.
Lol. Yeah, we had our first experience in here, guys. We got attempted to be griefed. But only, yeah, but only partially with water though, so it's all good. They thought that they'd give our hotel a blue look and put a lot of water running down the side for a nice water fountain feature, but it didn't really do anything.
Your mum gave it.
And then they broke a couple of trapdoors near the slides and made the water that goes down the slides extend onto this bit, so then it all leaked underneath. And then they covered the Ferris wheel with water so you could get wet when you're going round the Ferris wheel. Genius idea, why didn't I think of that first? But it was all easy, good, simple to get rid of.
Your mum gave it! Sorry.
And now we've got rid of it. And now all I've got to do is just fill some carpet back in. But not the whole roof, so that's even better. And we should be good. We're getting really close to getting this hotel like that little bit more completed, which is like where we want to be really. So anyway, I've got to tell you guys about the Derek and Noreen show and why there wasn't an episode yesterday when there should have been. Now, if you guys don't know that there was why there wasn't an episode yesterday, you should know really, because you should like the NTV Studios Facebook page. We put all the official posts on there, but I know like 90% of you guys won't have even liked that page, so I'll just tell you anyway. Pretty much, the real moral of the story is Ant got busy at his mum's house and couldn't get back till like quite late, and by the time he got back, it was too late to film it. So we decided to do it today, with it being a bank holiday today, and we're gonna film it today instead of yesterday.
Shit the bed.
But I put a post out on the page and just said there was some like filming issues. You know, I didn't say too much on the page specifically about why, but yeah, I just said there was some filming issues. We're gonna shoot it today, which we're gonna shoot it today. There's no, if you get what I mean. It should hopefully go down today, the final episode, and then the season will be over. There will be no more Derek and Noreen show after today, unless, you know, till we decide to do a season 2, which I want to do a season 2, but I don't want to do a season 2 just yet, because I want to make it feel like when we do the season 2 that it's been quite a bit of time since the season 1. Now, I'm not going to leave it like a year. I'm not going to do like season 2 next year now, but maybe in like 4 or 5 months time, when it's been a while since the last Derek and Noreen show, enough for people to kind of not forget about it, but kind of like, you know, be kind of ready to see another one, if that makes sense. You know, I think a year's a little too long to wait, but you know, I think sort of 5-6 months might be a good sort of heavy time. We've got a few things I've got a few things in mind that I want to do, like after the Derek and Noreen show. Obviously we've got Sunset Vibes, then I've got some other plans for after Sunset Vibes. I've got a couple of cool series ideas. I'll just go over them with you quickly, because I did kind of go ahead and kind of blueprint these out and put them on the NTV Studios page for something that could be happening in the future. So I'll just go ahead and, you know, just quickly let you guys know what you could be seeing. So obviously Sunset Vibes is going to be next. Then next after that we've got a Lost on an Island. So I'd love to do like a new like sort of Lost on an Island series. If you guys don't know, I did one on my first ever YouTube channel, and it took off as like quite a big series on the channel. Like a lot of people were liking it. It got a decent amount of views and comments, probably more views than some of our Park Drive episodes have even had like, some of them got like near like 50, sometimes 60 views, which was quite good. Back then I didn't even have 100 subscribers on the channel, and you know, we got quite a few nice comments about it. It was kind of it wasn't kind of intended to be what it was meant to be. I literally just set out to do a little like survival let's play, and I like literally spawned in a seed for a Minecraft map, and I got like the most, like, I've never had a better seed on Minecraft like since that seed or before that seed. It was literally like I built a house which was like into a mountain, so it kind of like went all inside of a cliff, and it kind of went like, there was like upstairs and downstairs, there was like kitchens and dog rooms, and pretty much like throughout the series we were just kind of building this big house. But I started it off as just like a normal roleplay series, so like, hey guys, it's Ash here, let's play rather. And, you know, just kind of explain what I was going to do as if I was just playing survival normally. And then about 3 or 4 episodes in, a friend of mine wanted to join, and we kind of came up with a story as to kind of like how I could find this, you know, this person and bring him into the series. And it kind of turned into a role play like from there on, and then we ended up having like loads of different people on the series. We had like my friend CJ, we had somebody, I've forgotten his name now, it was Gold Summit, his username was. We had another person as well, King Joshua. We had Cameron Packer, we had Ghost Retros. There was quite a few different people who we had in the series, like towards the end. Two secs, guys.
Woohoo! It is all over. Fight again, fight again. I will smack your nan twice in her bang. Woo! One out strong. And again. Banged him.
Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm back. I was just picking up the food run. I was picking up the food, well, just a sandwich. We had a big dinner at lunchtime, you know, like turkey and all of that. So usually if we do that, we just have something like a sandwich with a cup of tea at, like, you know, tea time, dinner time, whatever you guys want to call it. Like, we call it tea time at night. I don't know how you say it. But yeah, so I want to do another Lost on an Island. That'd be good. I've tried to like redo it so many times and it's gone wrong, and I now know like why it's gone wrong. Like it's not hard to like it's not hard like when you think about it to like realize where it went wrong. But the reason why it went wrong is because the main character, like a main character in it, every single time was Jabba. Like, as daft as it sounds, like, every time no, like, every time I've included Jabba, he's done, like, one episode with me, and then he got, like, bored of it. Like, you see, the thing is Lost on an Island works, like, really well, and I'll prove to you, like, how it works really well. So pretty much me and Jabba started a Lost on an Island probably a while ago now, probably about nearly 2 years ago, a year or whatever like that. And Anyway, I let him do the editing for it. So instead of me doing, the filming and the editing, like he did that instead. And he put it on the channel, and it got something like 80 views, which isn't really too bad for the size channel that I was back then. And it had like over 100 comments on it. Now I know there was like an argument in the comment section. Someone like got into an argument. I
That was
can't
me, wasn't
I
it?
can't remember who it was. Got into an argument with somebody, but it still had a decent amount of comments. But then Jabbo like couldn't be bothered to film the next episode. Couldn't be bothered to like come on to continue it. And we've done like 3 Lost on an Islands since like the very first original one. And they've just gone nowhere because I've had like Jabbo either playing a character in it or having having the job of editing it, if that makes sense. And I think that's where it went wrong. So I think this time, if we kind of ban Jabbo from it,
Survivalist. Is that it?
yeah, it was the survivalist. So I think this time, if we ban Jabbo from it, no offences, Jabbo.
It's 80 comments. 8
Yeah,
likes, 8 dislikes.
what's
I
the
totally
views?
ban line. That's what I commented.
What's the views?
124.
Ah, it wasn't too bad for the size of my channel back then, but I guess in a lot of the views would be like people coming back to comment in the argument. Oh, wait, you were in it, weren't you, Camo? You were the
Yeah.
person, you were the person in the plane with me.
My voice was so much different back then.
But the thing what peed me off about that is Jabbo nagged me so much, like, to go on the world to build the plane, the one that we built in the air.
Yeah.
And, like, and then, like, just after one episode, he just gives up. Then I started another one, and he was a part of it. And we did, like, 2 episodes of it. I think that was called something like Lost Island. I can't remember. And then just after 2 episodes, like, I can't be bothered to do it anymore. Find a way to kill my character off. Like, and it just like, if you don't want to do it, like, why ask to do it in the first place? So I think if we do it again, guys, and have like, people like, Ben and CJ or whatever, well, probably more like Ben. I'm thinking people like Amir and stuff, I think we'd actually get some episodes done, which will be quite good. But I know now that it's not going to beat the original one. Like, I didn't even know people like Camo or Tom or Ant, like, back when I did the original one. It was on, like, my first ever YouTube. It was on my old PlayStation account. And there was like 100 episodes. We recorded like 100 episodes. We recorded in advance. KD was the main character. Some days, like, we'd come online and we'd record like we'd record like 5 episodes in one day. Like, literally, like, I remember like KD had come home from school, and then like we'd do like 2 episodes. I'd go for my tea at like, like 4:30 or whatever, when I usually do. Then we'd come back on, and then we'd record like another 3 episodes. Then sometimes we'd go on another game for a bit, because we recorded a few. Then sometimes KD would say like, you know what, should we record another couple of episodes? So like sometimes we'd even do like 7 episodes in one night. But it was good. But KD was very bad for like not turning up for episodes as well. Like, KD was kind of like, he didn't turn up for episodes, but we kind of included it as the series, if you like. We made it like part of his character, like KD would kind of go off exploring quite a lot, and that would kind of like, I guess you'd say, like, explain why his character wasn't in the episodes. It was really good, like, and then we'd kind of like make it a thing like, where's KD now? And it became like a thing of the series. But we recorded like 100 episodes, and pretty much like I uploaded a good probably 60 of them, and then my YouTube channel got suspended, and I couldn't get it back. And like at first I was gonna like upload the remaining episodes like onto another YouTube, which was not this YouTube but the last one. But then I kind of thought that it wouldn't be right, if that makes sense. Like, you know, people won't know what had happened. And then like I could have gone ahead and uploaded like all like from episode 1 onwards again. But it would have been so messy and complicated that unfortunately I had to go ahead and, you know, call it a day. But if I could watch some of them episodes now, like it'd be quite sick, because I reckon like my voice would have changed since doing some of them, and obviously like KD's would have as well. Yeah, I gotta say, hand on heart, that was the best thing that I ever did as a YouTube series. I'm sorry, but that even tops Park Drive. Like, when I think about it, like the amount of people that were down to do it, and like even if I could just go back on that map and look round that house was just incredible. Like I say, it was built into a mountain, and I spawned like right near this mountain, and there was a bit of coal there, so I happened to like dig the coal on the first episode, and then I just decided to make a little like shelter inside of there, and it just expanded from a house. And I had the map for quite a while, like after the Lost on an Island series finished, like once I lost YouTube channel and stuff, and I actually like turned it into creative and like finished off the house, like added a lot more to it, made like little like sort of like outdoor balcony bits that went into like other like separate in a way like buildings, but it was like another part of the mountain. It was absolutely amazing, and I will never forget the Mushroom Island. So pretty much on the map there was like a mushroom island what spawned like not far from the mountain where we were building the house, and it was kind of like a tradition of KD's character, where he was good at like making good at making mushroom stew, and we had a tradition where we used to go out to the island and we used to eat mushroom stew as the sun set. We had like a furnace, we put like a furnace there on like episode 10, and it was still there on like episode 60, and it stayed there like even when the series finished. Like we kept the furnace, and we made like a little seat, and we kept the seat like on the mushroom island after the series had finished. And then pretty much like we decided to start recording an episode, start recording a season 2, just out of the blue, like while we were still doing season 1, because we'd got all the episodes done. This was before my channel got banned, and in season 1 I thought that KD was dead, because something had happened, and KD, like we thought that KD had died, but it turns out that KD had actually got off the island, and I got off the island, and then it turns out that I went back to normal life, and I became a postman, and I actually ended up posting a parcel to KD's house, and then I ended up finding out that it was him. He never died on the island, and then there was going to be like something like what made us have to go back to the island to complete a quest. So we like went back, we moved back into the same house, we did it all as like a quest. It was kind of like something to do with like TV and stuff like that. TV, like, all got put in the news about how we got lost on that island and how we managed to survive. It was a really cool series. So I would like to do another similar styled thing on the like again on this channel, but I will do it more in a NTV styled series, obviously for this channel. Because like it was kind like the old one was like the original one was role played, but it was still kind of like I still kind of said like, hey guys, it's Ash 101 here. Um, welcome back to another episode of Lost on an Island. And then I'd say like, KD's not with us today. He's gone, he's gone hunting or something. So I will do it more in a NTV styled series. If I decide to do it again. Then another one that I have been thinking about doing is a series called Farm Life. So you guys know that on our Grovewood map we've got a little farm that sits just outside of Grovewood, near the like big highway turnings. It's got like a barn, there's like a tractor on it. There's like some fields and stuff like that. And I'm thinking about making up a little drama, a little like drama series about this father and son that like work on a farm. This like single dad who works on a farm, and then he has like his son working with him. And like it kind of shows like the stress of working on a farm, but it's kind of put into a drama. So there's like storylines and different things that are gonna happen like around the farm, and then like I'm gonna use a bit of Grovewood as just like a little bit of the town, like where they'd maybe like go to the pub on a weekend, if that makes sense. Like a bit like, I guess in a way, a bit like how Emmerdale started, where they just filmed at the farm. It'll be a bit like that, but it's going to be focused more about farm life. So, like, there's going to be, like, stuff where maybe, like, say, like, the dad in the series struggles to pay his bills. Maybe he gets, like, into a bit of, like, an argument with some, like, people what maybe deliver to his farm, like, delivering his doing like big sort of like cattle deliveries or whatever, and stuff like that. There'll be like scenes where maybe like maybe like the dad rather like loses some of his sheep and maybe like gets into an argument with his son, stuff like that. It's gonna like show like the base stuff around that, but it's gonna kind of work out into a little series, which I think is going to be quite good. It's just going to be farmer's life. It'll just be a little something that I'm thinking about doing just for a bit of fun. And then I'm also thinking about a murder story, but I'm thinking about doing this one on GTA. So what my initial plan is you've got the show on the Real TV called Midsummer Murders. Well, I'm thinking of doing a Sandy Shores Murders, where it's like based around Sandy Shores, and it's about two detectives what like solve these murders what happen around Sandy Shores, and they have to like track down these killers, which I think would be quite good. But the only thing with that is you do need quite a few different people to star in the series, because like obviously you've got to have people like to kill, who like get killed. You've got to have the killer itself, and then you've got to kind of have like the suspects, like people who you think like could be. Do you know what I mean? Like who like people like who can get questioned, like where were you at the time Mrs. Platt was killed? If you get what I mean. So like I'm thinking about it, but I'm gonna put something together. And if you're wondering where I get these ideas from and what I do, basically I make these posters on postmywall.com, and they pretty much give me the inspiration to do these series, like because I make a poster, then I put it on the NTV page and stuff like that. I don't know if Tom's here, but I'm just going to suggest Ben, if I can. Tommy boy, Tom, Cam. They might have muted me while I'm streaming, but I might go back to Ben. I was in Ben's party, but I joined to see what was going down in here. Hiya, Ben. Alright, let me go. I'll just go and see what Ben... Who's in Ben's party still? Is CJ with him? Yeah. Ben.
Fleabag.
Yo. Alrighty. Ben. Who's watching my stream? Oh, fair enough. Yeah, I tried to invite you to see what to Camo's and Tom's party, but yeah, I tried to invite you to see what to Camo's and Tom's party, but lol.
Still playing Fleabag.
Oh yeah, if any of you guys know any tracks that I can MC to, will you please send me them? Cause like, you know the guy where I went a while ago, and he like, he like made me them studio tracks. What is Ben? Ben, please stop that. That really was going. Yeah, so pretty much, guys, the guy who... Oh, please don't, Ben. The guy who recorded me the studio tracks, he's pretty much got, like, a bit of free time again, where he wants to record me again, because he knows, like, he's working with me quite well. Only, the thing is, guys, is I'm kind of running short on, like, backing tracks to MC over, because, like, all the ones I really wanted to do, I did last time, and, like, right now I've only sent him, like, three sort of, like, tracks that he can, like, have a look at, like, to see if it'll be suitable for recording me, but I need, like, to really, like, send him some more, because, like, obviously there's going to be some, like, out of there that he probably can't record me with as well, because there was one, like, last time, but last time we had, like, 4, like, studio tracks that I made, but I sent him, like, quite a few, like, backing tracks, but I really can't, like, think of any right now that I want to MC over. Like, if you give me some, like, sort of, like, good, like, sort of house remixes, sort of, like, organ bassline remixes. When I say bassline, I don't mean, like, bass fest. I don't mean, like, what D-Pro upload. I mean, like, bassline as in, like, old school bassline, niche bassline. Or, like, sort of, like, maybe donk tracks, but not too many donk tracks, because the donk tracks always work out the best, and I want to do one donk track, which I've already got a donk track, that I want to do, which is a 9 PM Till I Come donk remix. But if you've got any other tracks, you can always let me know. What I've sent him so far is I've actually sent him 4 tracks, but I've sent him Old School Niche, Power of the Night, which is a backing track that MC Chippy did an MC to a while ago. The Naughty Boys, 9 PM Till I Come. They're good. They've got, that's one of the main donk ones that I want to do. Then we've got Niche, track 15, sick tune. And then we've got Infinity, Dirty Love, which is, like, a really classic, like, remix of Sweet Child of Mine by the Guns N' Roses. But it's quite good. Like, I did a pretty good MC to it, like, a while ago and put it on YouTube, but I'd like to make, like, a studio version of it where, like, the quality's better, if that makes sense, because the bars what I spat over that song were, like, quite on point, but, like, having it with, like, the better quality, like, the studio equipment, obviously would be quite good. So this is what he reached out and said to me. He said, when you ready for your next ep, big lad, I've got now on next few weeks, apart from some shit punk band in POC that are hardly worth recording. So what he's pretty much saying is he'd rather record me than a band in Pocklington. Now, he records people, like that's his thing. Like, I'm not the only person he helps out, but he sees the potential in me, which I don't really know why, to be honest, but he sees like something in me. Like, he records a lot of like rock bands, a lot of like rock music, but like I don't know like what he sees in me, but pretty much what happened is I got a gig at the rugby club last year, last October I think it was. They're having like, I think it was like the end of rugby or something like that for the winter. And they're having like a couple of bands on and a couple of other things, and a guy reached out to me and said, look, you know, I follow your MCing, would you be interested in just taking a little 20-minute to half an hour set in between a band and an Elvis tribute? So I hit him back and I said, yeah, you know, alright, let's do this, you know, because it's a gig for me, it's a chance to perform. And I performed in front of over 100 people live, not on a stage because there wasn't a stage there, but it was like a little like corner of the rugby club pub, and there was like a lot of music equipment set up. So after that, like, I got an actual buzz from it. So I said to my nan, I said, like, look, you know, I want to do more gigs, like that'd be ace, but I'm gonna need to invest in some equipment, like if I want to do more gigs, like then I can be a bit more professional, you know, rather than like having to use other people's equipment. So what went down is I asked the guy who organised the event and asked, like, you know, do you happen to know some of the equipment, what they were using, you know, what the people were using. So he got in touch with this guy who now records me, and this guy just gave me a heads up about equipment and then offered to record me. You know, said, look, I'll record you type thing. You know, come down, I'll record you some, you know, we'll record some tracks and that. And pretty much from there on, that's how it's come to where I am now. Which is sick. It's good. So he asked me if I've got new material. So I put yeah, I can be free, bro. So he put, PM me some links of some of your new stuff and I'll work out which ones to record. So I just need some tracks, really. I just need some tracks like that I can use, like, to give to him.
Ash, what the fuck are these?
What? Oh, they were meant to be sunbeds, like, on the corner.
No, time to put the shit.
It's because, you see, we've got a stair there, but you can only put a stair there or a stair there. So, like, you got to do that to make the raise. Or you could do that, but it just, in my opinion, it just doesn't look that good. So, like, I was trying to do it on the corner.
Fucking hell, you chewing drink on so much down the mic.
No, I'm eating a sandwich.
You had someone yesterday, didn't you?
Yeah. But usually
Sandwich.
ham
Just a ham.
and salad cream. No, just ham and salad cream. I tell you one thing what I did. I tell you one thing what I did eat as a sandwich once. It was quite nice as well. Like, but I know it's No, but I know it's like something that probably no one else would like eat. Like
Right.
I got dared to do it, but it actually turned out to be quite nice. So pretty much like I got like 2 pieces of bread and I put like loads of different sauces like in the 2 pieces of bread. So like there was like ketchup, there was brown sauce, there was salad cream, there was mayonnaise, there was salt, there was vinegar, there was chip spice, there was mint sauce.
Yeah. Scuffy cunt.
Yeah, I put all them in a sandwich and ate the sandwich
You
with
scuffy
all them
cunt.
like mixed sauces. It was years ago, like, but I've not had. Yeah, it was actually. I've not had one since, cause not cause it weren't nice, but cause it's a bit weird, like.
It doesn't matter what other people think, it's if you like it or not.
True, but it's I don't know, like I might not like it now what I liked back then, you know. What I liked back then is completely different to probably what I like now. But yeah, I did eat I did eat it. It was quite nice, but I do like salad cream sandwiches where you just get like 2 pieces of bread and put salad cream in. And I do like tomato sauce sandwiches as well.
Ash, you gonna go?
Gonna go where?
Do you really? Are you gonna go?
Go where?
Why, Ash?
What?
I'm doing what you did to me yesterday. Hi, Ash.
Oh, Ben. Oh, well, I mean, I've got another party I can go in anyway.
Well, it's not being dick, did you?
Anyway, you know I was joking yesterday. I did it because I replied to your message and said I'm joking. I did it because I was coming offline, so you could easily join the party straight back.
No, I couldn't, because if I'd been blocked from that party, it wouldn't let you back.
It does if the host leaves. If someone else becomes the host, then you can join back. Because
Can I come to Hull?
because the host kicks you, so obviously if he leaves, the person that kicked you
Ben comes to Hull.
is the one who obviously wanted you out.
I see James going to Hull, you know.
In your dreams.
I'm going to see Ash.
Well, I don't live in Hull. Yo,
Where do you live?
yeah?
Well, I'm gonna go and visit him someday. I'm definitely not going to London to visit Barry. I don't want to. Bit weird, but alright. Come to London. Come to London to come and see me. Are you gonna do it? Weirdo. See what I'm saying when I say weirdo? Ariel comes out of nowhere, but you know. You play Farmer Simulator. That is not a good thing to say. Oh! live stream. Basically, nothing was going up me. Nothing, no, it's not! Nothing's going up my dick. My virginity's not going up my dick. Not really. Yeah.
I speak German, you play Wii U. No, I don't play Wii U.
Ash, I'm not happy because my DJ app's not working and I'm getting pissed off.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not working. You're on the free. You're on the free version, though, aren't you?
No.
Are you not?
I'm not. No.
You'll have to send me a picture of what it says, like what.
It is. You have to sort out your internet, but my internet's working fine.
Have you tried like closing the app and restarting it?
Yeah, I've undownloaded it, again, and all that.
So like, is it when you try to play a song?
Yeah.
How do you play your music?
Press add in the next to the thing.
Yeah.
And go and click on my playlist.
So you should see like playlists, songs, artists, albums.
Yeah, go on playlist. Select the song, put it on my thing, and then this message comes up.
Oh. I got no clue.
Ant will tell me.
I don't think so. Ant doesn't.
Ant's a DJ. He knows.
Yeah, but he doesn't use that app.
He does now.
Huh.
CJ said smoke goes up my willy.
The thing is, it's one of them things where like cannot load. Yeah, it says Spotify session.
Yeah, so I don't know what it means.
You can't use Spotify.
So does that mean I have to buy the £20 thing?
Like, you gotta pay for the monthly Spotify.
Oh, so it thinks I'm trying to... Basically, it thinks I'm trying to scam it.
Like, you gotta go premium of Spotify.
Oh, frickin'. I don't know how to put this premium on, and I don't know how to put it on.
It costs you like so much a month from your bank.
I don't care. Where do I put it on?
Well, you go into the Spotify app, and then you click something like Go Pro or like Premium, and then you put your bank details in. You get a month for free, and then you gotta pay after the month.
20 quid a month.
I don't know how much it is.
So I'll ask her when she comes in.
I can check how much it is in a moment.
Thank you.
I'll end my stream, and I'll have to exit